Oh wait, we're paying respects. I got one. Ooh. Oh damn. Yeah, I can feel that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's one way to deal with it. I usually just retire them and then eventually delete the save that they're in. So what I normally do, honestly, I normally do like an advanced start where I set everything up myself. And I always make sure I have at least 15 Dimple Cup seeds or Dimple Cup spawn, basically. Um, and then basically as soon as possible, I'll try and set up a farm. Like I'll try to have a farm set up within the first year. Well, you kind of need to. But like within the first month or two, I'll try to have an underground farm built. At least one plot that's 3 by 5, because then is basically as soon as you have that built, you can then start getting like you're still on the go. Um, I might actually play Dwarf Fortress after stream tonight. Oh, by the way, everybody, the room code is in the Destiny chat. Yeah, I was about to say I'm there too. I kind of have to be. Nice. Yeah, like basically, like I talked about during stream. As soon as you have a manager set up, it makes your life so much easier in that game. Like, well, yeah, you just go in the like work orders tab, and like at the bottom left where I said there, doing it through the workbench though, and like setting up a work order through the workbench can be useful if you want like one workshop specified for like a specific task. Yeah, like so that like say you want say you need like silver warhammers, let's say. Oh, by the way, silver, the best the really the only weapon you should use for that, or like build out of that, are warhammers, because apparently silver warhammers are better than any other type of metal warhammer. Not 100% sure why, but this is what I've gotten from like experienced Dwarf Fortress players. Um but I mean, an iron warhammer or a steel warhammer would be more durable and just as heavy, if not heavier. Like that's the thing. Like there is probably some reason. Like if I were to like it, there is probably some sort of reason, be it either like the code or something in the world, um, that would make it that way. It's just my thinking is like compared to like steel or iron, silver is very malleable comparatively. Welcome in. I take it coffee acquisition has been successful. I do not know of this franchise. Ah, to be fair, I don't know about most of the like local chains that are in Canada. Like though there are some that like are dying out because of American corporations basically making Canadian branches. Like the Max convenience store chain. They're all turning into Circle K. Yeah. When I started seeing that, I was like, what the hell? Circle K is an American brand. Stop taking over our stores. Honestly, I haven't had a Tim Hortons coffee in like at least 5 years because for the past like 10 to 15, it's been weak and disappointing as far as coffee goes. That about tracks. That's just it depends on who they get their coffee from and the processes used to brew said coffee. Um, like no, not necessarily. Because like Burger King in Russia versus Burger King in the States versus Burger King in Canada are all going to be using all different suppliers. Yeah. Well, 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 yeah. There's that because like it, it's still meat. It's just meat plus meat byproducts plus filler. This is something that I can speak to because I used to be a line cook, and I also went through culinary management when I went to college. But yeah, it's there is a lot of filler in a lot of the mass produced stuff, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, it just basically it just gets shifted to different fillers. Because every area has their own fillers. Like because like that's one of the things that I'm generally amused by is like the Canadian standard for food versus the like US standard for food is drastically different. Like the stuff that like is sold to consumers in the States, there's a lot of that stuff that like up here is graded as like, no, this is what you would put into pet food. Sure, I am switching scenes to the active scene though. So
I have read. Oh yeah.
Like for some reason in 2018, so it became better after the funny thing in quotation marks with the you know what
Mm-hmm. I'm picking
um,
up what you're putting down. Yeah.
yeah, so in 2018 chicken nuggets were like rubber and I Mm, if I remember, no, it was the recent months. Like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, they for some reason became better, and actual chicken have now out of them. So like you can taste the fibers instead of rubber. End of yapping about.
Pardon me. Alrighty.
Good yap. Worthy yap.
Very much so. Alrighty. So welcome everybody. Hi chat. A week has passed since the last evaluation slash group star training session, if you will. And you all find yourselves gathered in the simulation bay. What what have you all gotten up to in the like basically the morning before? Like it's I'll say it's 5 a.m. ship time.
5 a.m. Let's see. Your kid would wake up at about. He'd kind of pop awake at about 6:30. Uh, her alarm's set for 7, but she's been in particularly good spirits this week, all things considered. So she got up a little bit earlier. She took a little bit extra time getting herself together. Not to like do herself up more, just being a little more casual with it, and just took her time uh getting caffeinated, getting some breakfast, dinner, things like that, before she made her way to the briefing room about 7:45.
Oh, okay. Who would like to go next?
Deanna was up a little bit early as well because Samantha had asked her to come down to the pods before their briefing. Because it turned out she had managed to put together the new profile to pilot in the simulators and wanted her to get at least one round's worth of experience with it because it does have some more buttons and things to worry about. But much like Kirka, she is in a fairly decent mood and would be rolling in to the briefing room itself. Yeah, 10, 15 minutes early.
Okay. Ainsley or Johannes?
So Ainsley would wake up a little bit later than 6:30, somewhere around 7 o'clock. Because she's a little tired from non-existing after session collab. And she would basically brew herself coffee.
Okay, so you have like a coffee maker in your quarters, or you're getting like mess hall coffee?
Mess hall coffee.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, I would say that Johannes came in. Let's see, because out of character, but the deadline normally for everyone to be at the training be exactly what time again?
0800.
300. Okay. So
That was my phone. Don't worry about it.
ow. Sorry, can't laugh. So yeah, do my best. Giannis wait, Giannis pretty much does his little routine of getting himself ready. But instead of him putting on his new outfit and stuff, he was on his normal engineer attire and sorry, technician attire, and pretty much he's making his coffee. He's very cheery today. He's actually very excited to be in the simulations, and pretty much from his transition going from his room towards the training area, I say that he arrives relatively on time and walking in, and he's essentially greeting everyone. Yeah, he walks in and he says in Latin, "Guten Morgen," essentially, and then he nods, and after taking a big sip of his coffee, he puts his coffee mug onto what appears to be like a little table on the side, rubs his hands together, and he says, all right, let's do this, yeah. Who's ready for training?" And Johannes just kind of stands there with like a smile on his face, and he's rubbing his hands together, like excited, and he's nodding. A little bit unusual from his normal like nervous self, but he seems kind of cheery there. Yeah. So that's
So,
pretty much
someone's
his.
someone's chipper this morning.
Oh, guten Morgen, Star Commander. Yes, I ready for training today.
Ready as I will be. Af. Guten Morgen.
Yes, guten Morgen. Ready.
Kirky kind of side eyes him, and takes another, like, exaggeratedly slow sip of her coffee in an effort to avoid further conversation.
Ainsby just sits in the corner, looking grim and tired, holding her cup with both of her hands.
Alrighty. So 8 o'clock sharp, Star Captain Mellis comes into the room. Kind of looks everybody over. It's nice to see everyone's on time today. For today's training, you will be defending a facility. And then he brings up a map. This is going to be the layout of the facility. There is, well, within this scenario, you have captured the facility and you are to defend it until reinforcements arrive. There will be multiple waves of adversaries that you will have to face, and it will be up to you as to how you deploy within this space. The adversaries that you will be facing will be a full star of mechs and a partial star of combat vehicles. Are there any questions thus far?
Estimated composition of the enemy force.
1 heavy mech, 2 medium mechs, 2 light mechs for the star, and give me a second. I need to take a look at the tank sizes again. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. 1 heavy combat vehicle. Sorry, 2 heavy combat vehicles and 1 medium combat vehicle.
And any base defenses at our disposal aside from us ourselves.
There will be none.
Understood.
It is at this point that I will leave the planning of your defense to you. And with that, Star Captain Malice kind of turns and walks out of the room.
Ainsley would lift her hand up.
Yes.
Can I get to handle 2 of those heavy machines? I really want to dismantle some tanks right now.
We are most likely going to need you for base defense. I don't see what playing with machinery would do to be helpful in this situation.
Oh, I'm going to disable them I'm going to try to disable them in a really quick manner.
Those would be for salvage. There are other things that would need to be disabled.
Understand. Cool.
That being said, I'm seeing the most likely avenue of approach being from over here or over here. If I can highlight it properly.
Just okay. So something that you would know because you'd have a much better version of the map.
Yeah.
The only way in
There
to
it is.
this area would be
Right
right
there.
around here, or like right there. Everything
The
else,
road.
everything else around that is walled off.
Got it. Okay. We're going to set up a form of defense at depth. This is the bottleneck right here. Why is my laser pointer not working?
I can
There it is.
see it, kind of. Like I see the. Oh, there we go. Now I see it.
No, the purple one's me. I was
Okay.
just playing to see if it was a
There we
if
go.
it was an everybody thing or just a Jade thing.
It looks like it's a me thing or something. I don't know. There it is. La, 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 la. But yeah, the entrance will be there. So we are going to set up in a tiered defense structure in order to have multiple layers of fire converging on the same location and do our best to avoid, one, accidentally hitting each other, and two, there being any significant penetration into the base. That being said, we will place Johannes in the furthest echelon, back here. You'll be positioned back here, more or less away from the bulk of the fire. You should, in theory, still be able to provide some fire support. Actually, no, I will move you here. This way you can still provide fire at long range while still providing electronic warfare coverage.
Okay, so as the GM, let me
Yes,
interject
please.
something.
Please.
So you all see the dots that are over yonder.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Now it's me. I think it's the Steam servers is what I think it is.
This and down here in the lower left, the power generation?
No, on the
No.
colored ones on the essentially kind of top left of the map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
white
red
one,
dot?
two green
Yeah.
ones. Yeah. So
Yeah, in the dude's UI, all I have is lines, but I can see it on the stream.
oh,
can also see on the
that's
stream, too.
weird because the dots should be showing.
There they
Oh,
are.
okay, so I just had to re-update view.
I saw them before.
But yeah, so those dots there, that's essentially the range guide. Because the way I'm going to be doing it, probably going forward, is I am going to just use the grid.
Okay.
That's why there's grid lines.
Got it.
So white is the firing position. The two green dots are point blank. Hold on. Damn it.
I was gonna say, I thought it was one point or point blank.
Short, medium, long.
The
Right.
doing it with the grid is slightly different than the super abstract rules. Where did that go? Because I need the
Basically, Warhammer for 40k inches counting.
Oh, this is much better. Okay.
Damn it. Where did you go?
Okay. I see what you did. Nice. I like this.
Okay.
Okay,
See it, the
excellent.
page 65. I see it.
Yep. Okay. Okay. And thank you. That's
Yeah.
actually that's super helpful. All right. So then what we're gonna do is we'll have.
Hold on. I need to fix this because I kind of did this wrong.
Yeah. By all means.
I'll
let you do that, and then we'll do more briefing stuff.
I need to unlock.
While you're doing that, I'm actually gonna grab a bevy. I'll be right back.
Yep.
What did Magic do?
I'm in the process of doing, so just give me a moment.
Oh.
Because dudes is being annoying again. I think what I might end up having to do. Okay, come on. Dudes, why are you doing this to me?
That's what she said.
No. This is kind of frustrating at the moment. But basically the way it works is the green is going to be point blank. The yellow is short. The two red ones are supposed to be orange. That's going to be medium. And there's going to be two more after that, which is long range.
Oh.
So as far as
So it's supposed to be
it's every range bracket is 2 squares. So to shoot it, if it is 7 squares away, you're shooting at it in long range.
might have to rejoin dudes on the map. they are not liking.
Oh no, I get it. I have to force close mine.
Drop till I go.
Oh, hold on. It finally caught up with. Nope. It decided it was going to not want to work. There we go. So we'll deal with that. Launch game master mode. I'm gonna try something different.
Yeah.
So yes, allow access. Okay. I am. So if you guys are still in the room, please leave said room.
Come back.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
So if you're in the room, please leave the room and then put. Boy, don't be a jerk. Put.
Okay.
There we go. Put that IP in place of the room code.
Oh, we're doing this by IP address now?
Yeah, I'm gonna, because it has the option for me to host locally.
Okay.
I'll just host locally and see if that fixes anything.
Okay.
What's the best pink? Yeah, this pink. Oh, that's not pink.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna monitor that through.
There.
Okay, so we're just missing carbon.
Yeah.
This would be
just,
interesting.
Well, so what I'm thinking is I'm thinking the issues that have been seen thus far are due to the Steam servers,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be my way of testing it.
We love broken
That
Steam
tracks.
servers.
I mean, what is a service on Steam at this point without it being at least a little busted up? As much work as they do, there's still just so much for them to manage.
Become Steve too.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo those, but either way. Doot, 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 doot.
Oh no, I have a worse insult for the spaghetti code that is Steam.
Oh my god.
Yandere dev.
Yandere Dev, oh my god. That's
It's all they are all subject to spaghetti code, or worse.
it's true. That being said, at least I like of all the things, not to go to bat for a fucking corporation or anything like that, but at least with Valve, the problem is that there's just so much that they have responsibility for with those servers that it's just hard to keep up with.
Yeah,
I
and
gotta
they
know what all
have
services they run things through, but there's a shit ton of traffic. I do know that much.
Yeah. Yeah, and for some reason they have the cheerful idea of rarely I forgot the word. Looking
Like-
for new employees. They rarely look for new employees for some reason.
Yeah.
Alright. That should work better. But yes, so the up on the top left there, that is going to be the range ruler type deal.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it's just you move as many squares as you have movement. I think that'll kind of simplify things a little bit better because I've noticed that this group likes to do tactical movement a fair bit. So it makes a little bit more sense doing it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in my case, I like helping you have an idea of how things are shaping up because you're the one that had to do all the relative positioning math.
Yep. So
yeah,
this
pretty
will
much.
offload some of that from me. So it works.
That's fine. No, I'm perfectly fine with it. Because honestly, I was trying to convey the calculations of where everything was in my head as well. And now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, now it's just right there.
Yeah.
We don't have to try and
Yeah.
coordinate our theaters of the mind or anything like that. It's just okay, everything's here.
And
Nice.
actually, I do gotta say, like, I'm very excited for this because I actually used to draw maps like this a while back, you know, and it just really is a joy to be able to like see this kind of grid pattern, and you know, oh yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Oh, I honestly generally don't bother with putting the grids on. I usually use distance movement.
Yeah.
So like I'll be like, okay, so yeah, it's for most games one square equals 1 inch.
Right.
And then equals like 5 feet or however many feet. So it's just I find it easier just to be like, okay, so just how far do you move? And then that way you can do a lot more interesting movement patterns and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can run in an arcing pattern if you want, and you don't have to do the stupid diagonal calculation that most grid patterns require, where every other diagonal equals 2. I always hated that. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now that everything seems to be working properly,
Right.
you can continue your planning.
Okay. Good. And continue we shall. Okay, now bearing this in mind, we'll just pretend that none of my weirdness started over, and we'll just kind of go from here. So we are going to set up more or less defense in depth. We're going to have essentially 2 or 3 different arcs of defense is my current plan. The rear echelon will be manned by Johannes in the Rattel. You will be stationed here. That way, you are still able to provide direct fire support for everything coming down the alley, while still being able to provide us with electronic warfare coverage.
Indeed. Sounds good. Yeah. I like this. But I have questions, Dr. Commander. This, if I may.
You may.
Um, would we? So this is a defensive mission. So, uh, would we be rated based on how much of the facility is
Left
not?
standing. Yes.
But judging by the map, I say that we should put emphasis on protecting the mech base.
Okay. Let me draw this out for you as simply as possible. If we keep the enemy here, the mech bays are behind this line. So they will be safe. We have?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Are you
My
asking me?
apologies. Oh,
Are you-
The response would be AF.
The
Out
response
of
is F.
character. Yeah.
F.
So then, would you say that establishing a kill box here, which is my plan, would prevent them from getting to a position where they could move past us and destroy the mech base that you want to protect? Would this be a correct assessment?
That is correct. I had to correct myself upon analyzing the map, Dark Commander.
Next time, leave the tactical planning to the tactical thinkers. You will be stationed here.
Right.
Diana,
Understood.
you will be stationed here in order to provide fire in this direction, while Johannes provides fire in this direction. I had not gotten a chance to look at the new loadout that Samantha has placed onto your Marauder, but I trust that it is one that will be fit for being able to provide force multiplication inside this radius here.
She has not changed the weapons. All she's done is added some support systems due to the weight savings of the anticipated new engine.
Wonderful. Hopefully you'll be able to bring those to bear.
Ainsley would interfere, and I am guessing I would be in the front, fighting everyone.
You will be partnered once again with Helmer, who will be here in his summoner. He seems to do a
Most as I guessed.
he seems to do a good job going up close, and he will most likely be taking the liberty of setting up a Charlie designation configuration, which will require him to get very up close and personal, which should also facilitate your ability to help out with that. I will also be stationed up here. I am tweaking and creating a configuration of my Timberwolf that has jump jets to allow for me to take up a fire position on top of these buildings. Jet will be, due to his mobility, flowing between Diana and Johannes, but will most likely be stationed initially here to be able to run distraction while still being able to be mobile.
Very well. I was thinking you were going to put me back here so that I could respond quicker to either front. But that works for me.
That is a good point. I could put you back here. That way, whichever front sees more pressure first, you would be able to flow towards. And that should be everyone for this mission. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns?
Charlie, that is the AC-20?
Yes. If I remember correctly, it has an Ultra Autocannon 20, DR Long Laser, Small Pulse Laser, and a Streak SRF6.
In these confines, that should be vicious.
That is the hope. If there are no more questions, then it seems that we would be ready to begin.
Alrighty. Over the intercom, into the bay, you hear, "Your loadouts are ready whenever you are. Please proceed to your pods."
Question out of character. Did the I forgot. Did the I forgot the word. Mm, did the loadout for the heavy armor got put into the simulation?
Yes, but the heavy armor can't mount up on a mech. It's too heavy to mount up on a mech. So if you're mounting up on a mech, you have to be in the elemental armor.
I will not be mounting.
Okay, are you making that note? Like, that's something that you're probably going to need to talk about in character with your start.
Yeah, I'm going to do that probably. I just don't understand how. Or I don't know. Should I just be the regular for today, or
It's up to you. It depends on how you want to roleplay it. If you have this, if you have the write up for it, like ready at hand to be playable right now, I'm all for it.
I think it was either in the Destiny chat
But
or.
do you have it transcribed to a character sheet? That is
No.
what matters. So if not, then no, it's not going to be available. Carbon.
Yes.
Did you put the Rattel on your character sheet yet?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yes, I did.
Because yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna say if it's not on a character sheet, then no, it's not available to be used, because that just ends up leading to more confusion and issues with it and stuff possibly forgotten. So yeah, that going forward, if you want to use it, it has to be on one of the character sheets, and there is an elemental battle armor character sheet that is form fillable.
Understandable. I got it.
Oh, actually, or is it?
Like it's fine if it's like written out in the chat, but to be used in game, it has to be on one of the character sheets. Like you need to have it written on one of the character sheets to use
So
it.
the one in the
Do
Discord.
do you have it
It
written
doesn't
on a
count.
character? Do you have it written on a character sheet?
No, not yet.
Then it can't be used. You have to
Okay.
have it written on a character sheet for it to be used. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Not trying to be mean. I just want to have this across the board. It's like that for everyone.
I didn't count it as mean. Then I'm being in developmental.
Yeah, it's
Because
just
I
that way it
can't-
standardizes everything.
Yeah, I can't magically conjure up a form fill bullshit for
There's a
thing.
there's a form fillable sheet in the Discord. If you go into Mechwarrior Destiny notes, there's one of
Yeah,
them.
but I can't exactly draw it in under 5 minutes.
If you have the stats, you can.
We have.
You said the stats were in the chat.
Yeah.
Then-
In the Destiny notes, Golem Armor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you would just transcribe it from that, one of the form fillable sheets. Like you already have
Um,
the information. It's just a matter of typing a few things out. If you don't feel that you can do it fast enough, it's fine. It's a thing. I'm just saying, like you have all of the information to
I don't know if I can do it fast
Yeah,
enough,
that's
so
fair.
we can't. Yeah,
That's fair. Just make sure it's filled out by the time that
the next one.
by the time that you want to use it.
Also, to just a quick note, I did post the updated sheet in my Johannes page, like Johannes Hermansen
Yep.
page, and the Destiny notes really quick.
Yep.
Just so that it can be out, and then after when we're finished, we can put it in its appropriate spot.
Well,
I just
no,
wanted to
it
show you
being
that it's
under
not,
your
yeah.
it being under your character entry
Yeah,
in
it's in
that
my
forum.
name, yeah.
It being under the
Yeah.
character entry in that forum is good enough. You have put it
Okay,
on
great,
the
great.
sheet, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you've put it somewhere where I can access it. That's actually
Yeah,
the best
yeah.
place for it because that would
Yeah.
be where that would go.
Right.
But if you are all ready, when you load in, everybody loads in. Doot. 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 Boop. And boop. Elmer. And player controlled.
No.
And jet. We'll make it black because he's edgy. That's all of that. And then I need to put some stuff. Okay.
Damn it, I can't open Photoshop.
All right. So we're gonna update view. Alrighty. So you all load into the simulation. You appear to be basically in the middle of the map, and then each of you in your individual pod hears Star Captain Malice. The primary structures that need to be protected within this simulation are the ones that are labeled on your map. Those being the tank garage, the mech bay, the firing range, power generation, and the administration building. For each of the first 4 buildings, your score for each of those destroyed or captured, your score will be reduced by 10%. If the administration building is captured, it will be considered a failure as that is weighted to 60%. Is that understood?
F.
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 Very well. You will have 2 rounds to get into position before the first wave. So, yeah. Kirka, you generally like to go first, so if you would.
I do. All right. And I did manage to kind of cobble together the the record sheet for this. I don't have it on a sheet per se, but I can whip one together here and just send it off to you. The only real changes that I made is I changed the LRM 20s to LRM 10s in order to give myself some jump jets and a targeting computer. Everything else is the same.
Okay, yeah, if you can get that on a sheet quick,
Yep.
I would appreciate it.
Yep, I can get that. I can get that whipped up and sent to you by the beginning of the next activation.
Alrighty.
So in that case, I am going to hop up onto this building and just sort of take up a command position here.
Okay. Who
Okay.
would like to go next?
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
so I guess I would like to hold on, I gotta open. I would like to mount up on Helmer.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'll just
Yeah.
move you when he gets moved. Deanna.
She is just going to charge straight forward. Is that? I don't even know if I'm using the right tool, but I think that's 3. There's too many tags in the way.
That's yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, even with the mask, this is not a fast mech.
No. Alrighty. Johannes.
Alrighty. So, okay. Our fresh sheet is up. Alright, let's see. Yep. This spends no time. Okay. 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Essentially, guides it utilizes the simulation around
Actually,
him.
hold on. You'll be able to move one more because you could do
One
the
more?
diagonal as one movement. So you'd be
Okay.
right there.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Johannes pretty much moves up.
Oh
He's
god.
getting ready.
Alrighty.
Could have done it in 5 minutes.
Kirka, if you want to move Helmer.
Sure thing. And he is the red, so
Yep.
we're going to go. He's basically just gonna kind of book it in a straight line.
Alrighty.
Trying to make sure I give it a right movement. I think that's it, right? That's 3?
1, 2, 3. That's 4.
4. Okay. That's
Yeah.
3.
There we
Okay. I see it. Gotcha.
go. And yeah, Jet's gonna do much the same thing. 2, 3.
Oh yeah, he's fast. I forgot.
He is indeed fast. He is speedy boy.
Yes. Alrighty. So that ends that activation. Or that sequence of activations, I should say. Kirka.
2 plus MM for a total of 8. H E not KO. K minus 2. It'll be ready by the time combat starts. I'm just about done
Yep.
slamming all of the weapons in. All right. But she's just going to kind of move over here. Actually, no, here. There we go.
I was
We're
about to
just
say,
gonna kinda-
even if you were to like keep doing it that way and move in that direction, you'd be able to do that.
Yeah, let me just draw an ampersand as I move around. It'll be fine.
It's great.
Yeah.
I do like how like the war game for BattleTech is like, no, if you move like in a circle and like only move like right around, you don't get the full
Yeah,
benefit.
it's just like you don't. It's like you do not get the cheese.
No cheese for you.
No cheese for you. I do appreciate that a lot, actually.
God damn.
Um,
Those from Phil bullshits are big.
they shouldn't be that big, like file size, because they're basically just the big form, the big sheet that I got, just with the irrelevant pages cut out for each one.
I'm just trying to copy text from one to the other, and the text is so small it doesn't fit.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't wrap between lines. It'll just keep making the font smaller so that it fits on the page.
Yeah, that's downside. Ainsley, I'm assuming you're just along for the ride with Helmer at this point.
Yep.
Alrighty. Johannes.
Oh,
If you're just moving
Actually-
straight,
yeah, pretty
you
much.
should be able to get to right
Right
there,
there.
because that's 3 squares ahead.
I'll do that. That shouldn't be. That's reasonable.
Alrighty, and Deanna.
Yeah, a lot like the others, just charging straight towards deployment spot.
Alrighty, and Jet's gonna take up position right yard, and just kind of chill out and cool their virtual mech. And Helmer.
And Helmer
Stuff over.
is going to. Yeah, he's just gonna keep moving forward because he's gonna want to get over here. So that's gonna be a 1, a 2, a 3. 3.
Yeah, guessed it.
He knows what he's about.
And
Oh no.
shoot.
In that mech, he's about Falcon punching things.
Yeah,
He's very much about fucking punching things.
that tracks.
Let's see.
You.
I have a very bad idea.
You.
A very bad idea.
Well, what is this bad idea? Because if
Wolverine jumping on top.
And you.
on
Alright.
top of what?
Enemies.
That's literally your job, actually.
It really is.
I hate to say it. That is literally your job.
Alrighty.
So actually, it's a great idea.
Yay!
Alrighty. So you see popping up on sensors
hmm
2 patents and
Oh, boy.
a vedette coming in through the entryway.
Okay,
This would
perfect
be
timing.
yeah.
That is-
This would be first activation. So Kirka.
Perfect timing. Let me just dip this, and then drop a copy of this somewhere. Is there anywhere in particular you want a copy of this?
The main chat is fine if it's just like the screenshot of it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just a screenshot of the Timby.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wunderbar. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Took a little bit of a liberty with the two other M10 because it's 1 plus M max 4. And initially I was just like, 2 plus M max 8. And I was like, but the LRM 20 is 4 plus M max 7. So
Give me a sec. I know how to do the math.
yeah, it's like divisible by 3.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, it should be 2 plus MM max 7.
That was what I was looking at initially, but that seemed a little gimpy for two other M10 launchers. Because the idea is
Points
that
damage.
isn't the I mean, yeah, but the idea is that it does, like, if it hits, about half those missiles land, is what I kind of understood based on the math.
Don't remember offhand. I know there's something about it in here.
Just based off
Find it.
the calculation. Because 2 would only equate to 5. And that seemed a little weak for 20 missiles. I'd be happy to compromise with 3.
It's weird
Yeah,
because
there's a little bit, or there's an example of grouping missiles together on 81.
Okay. Let's see. Take a look here. 81.
multiple damage, multiple weapons, damage with missile weapons. Okay, for each missile weapon, add the Mechwarrior Destiny scale base damage and 1 plus M. Determine the max X value for the group. Calculate the difference between each individual missile weapon's base damage and that weapon's max damage. For example, the difference for an LRM 15, damage of 2 plus M, max 5 would be 3. Add up all these difference values and then add the total damage for non. Okay, so basically, so for an LRM 10, it's 1 plus M, so the difference would be 3. So yeah, so it would be 2 max 8.
Okay, 2 max 8.
Yeah, it would be 2 max 8. Because
Okay,
the max, because it would be basically the max values added together, pretty much.
Okay. It seemed a little funky when I did it that way initially, but I will err on your judgment and snip a new one with that corrected. Let me just delete this one over here too. Pop. Pop, pop. There we go. All right, so that should be that.
Yep, that tracks.
Alrighty, now that we have that, I want to. Is there a
A which?
I'm trying to find a way to just kind of move the map so that I can zoom it in and still be able to see everything.
Do you have a clickable mouse wheel?
Yeah.
Middle mouse and drag then?
Oh, that's a whole new world. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful.
A new
Okay.
exciting point of view.
Oh,
Yeah, for real though.
yeah.
My God. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now.
I could do crunk.
For real though. All right, so then, I'm going to call fire on the vedette first, since not everyone is in position, and I don't want it to slip away before we're able to focus on the patents. So that is going to be my first target. And I am. Let me draw a line, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So that should put me
Just inside of medium range.
just inside of medium range. Beautiful. Okay.
No, you could get closer if you move.
That's right, I can get closer. I forget. Oh my god. So I'm gonna do that actually. We're just gonna kind of come over here. I'm gonna do a little jumpy jump so that this should put me into short range.
Yeah. 3 squares between.
And hopefully I can just delete this fucker before anyone else has to worry about it. And I am very, very heat neutral. Actually, the other M10 should be 2 heat. That's my mistake. But that's still okay. My heat dissipation is 7, and with the jump, I'm still heat neutral. So in that case, I'm just gonna do a little pew pew of everything down the line. So first things first, we're gonna do the UAC 5. Now let's bring up my actual for realsies character sheet, wherever the hell it went. There it is. That's my old character sheet. Get out of here. You're from session 7. I'm on the session 15. All right. I swear I was more prepared.
It's fine. We're all professionals here.
Okay. There we go. Okay. I feel bad. I min-maxed a little bit here, but it's okay. So it's a 2d6, and then the calculation. We are in short range. Vidette has the same movement as me, right?
Yep.
Movement 3, or is it movement 4?
Nope, it's move 3.
Mm-hmm. So I get the +1 for jumping. And I get a +1 for targeting computer. So that is going to be that's going to be a +12 with the UAC 5. Which is good because I rolled terribly. Welcome back.
You rolled better
Oh
than
my
they did. Even though
I
you
guess.
couldn't have rolled much worse.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, dudes. Thanks for welcoming me back. I don't get the extra damage, but I do deal 2 damage to the 10, which is the right armor.
Probably.
No, I'm sorry.
That's
It's a turret. That's the turret.
You did 2 damage
There it
to
is.
the turret?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay. So next is going to be 2 LRM 10s. That's only going to get a +1 because it's not affected by the targeting computer, on top of all my other goodies. That's a +11. Oh, that's a better roll.
Yep. And you hit.
Okay. So let's see. I get 3 damage and 3 more damage. Ooh. He feels all of those missiles. That is going to be 2 damage to the 7,
So that's going to be
which
the
is front. 3 damage also to the front. And then 3 more damage to the right side with a 5.
Okay. You have succeeded on splashing a whole bunch of damage around its armor.
Wonderful. Now I have a bunch of lasers. 2 medium pulse lasers, which I have a total of +4 on. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way he could have juked out of the way of that one.
So that is going to be 5 damage to the right side again.
Okay. So how does this look?
So basically, this looks. Tirka is surprisingly in her element at this point, more so than she was in the past couple of weeks, and like ambling around in that pillager. She gracefully jumps from from the roof of one building to the other, striding forward and more or less kind of crouching somewhat near the ledge of the building that she's on. As she highlights the vidette and calls it out as a target, just in case other people manage to come in. But as she does so, she hits the Alpha Strike button, her targeting reticle from both the LRMs and the targeting computer, highlighting where exactly she needs to be aiming, and her weapons strike true as she leads the shot ever so slightly to account for the vidette's movement, and pours hell onto the top and right hand side of the tank until a small explosion erupts from the right hand side as the lasers cut deep into the motive structure of the machine, killing it.
Nice. Alrighty. Who would like to go next?
Quick question on the ranges.
Uh-huh.
If I were to go, whoops, gotta get. If I were to end up here,
Uh-huh.
that does not put me in range of anything, correct?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would put you 7 squares away. That's just in long range.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So you would only really have line of sight on that one, because the other one would be obscured by the building. But yeah, you would be just inside of long range on that. Going right there.
Oh, perfect.
So
yeah, she will scoot up to here and
there
let fly.
There will be a -1 because of light cover, though.
Okay. So, she's at a 7. -1 for the cover is 6. -1 for the target computer long range on the PPC, +5. Hell, I'll take that.
-1 for the targeting computer? Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, because it's a -2 for range, and then it improves it by 1.
Yeah, I thought about that for a second. I'm like, no, wait, that's right. That's how that's supposed to
go. What's the movement on the pattern?
The movement on the pattern is, I do believe it's...
I had it up on the...
It's movement 2.
Oh, then that would be a 14 for me, because on my turn, the mask makes my movement 3.
Okie dokie. Boop. You miss.
We'll take a pot shot with the autocannon 2. Unfortunately, it's going to be at +4, because, that range one sucks.
Yeah. Up close, it's fun.
Yeah, up close it gets a little nastier.
Alrighty, that is also a miss. Now, just more for narrative purposes, was that slugs or pellets?
That was a slug.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm picturing like a giant, like a crater opens up in the building just to the side of the tank as your round hits it.
If nothing else, she got its attention.
Yeah, that is entirely true. I'm not forgetting about you, Ainsley. But I was going to have you go after Helmer. Johannes.
Yes.
It is your activation.
Right, so Giannis is... Yeah. I move, let's just say, right about here, this position. I'll be in long range, right?
1,
So that's
2,
10,
3,
that's
4, 5, 6,
yeah, that's
7, 8.
within
Yeah,
the...
you'll be at like very
yeah.
long range.
Yeah, it kind of moved my square a little bit upwards, but essentially how how the Ratel looks, it's kind of sitting at an angle, whereas the yeah, actually no, yeah, we'll keep it this way, just for yeah. So right, so Johannes
I
is
would
in the
honestly,
position. Yeah.
don't worry about exactly how your tank is positioned. Remember, like in actual combat, you're gonna be like moving around, so you're not really gonna be in a fixed position for very long.
Oh, okay.
Also,
No
if
problem.
only one side of your tank can see the thing that you're firing at, you will only be able to fire weapons from that side of the tank. If you're going to declare, I'm stopping at this specific angle, which means we're going to have to do a different damage calculation for your weaponry. Because you have, like, your, I believe it's lasers on each side? You have guns on each
Yeah.
side, I know that.
Yeah, it's a small pulse laser on sponsons on the left and right side.
Yeah. So I guess, like, it won't matter really here, because they can only shoot out to, like, medium range. Or, well, short range, basically. But, yeah.
Yeah,
So, like, keep that in mind. If you want, like... But, yeah. To let you continue your narration.
okay. So just double checking. Okay, so as I'm getting into position, I want to use a let's see. I like to do some electronic warfare on the for some reason my mind is going back and forth. And the vedette, yes.
The vedette's gone. There's only
the vedette's
two.
gone.
The only two left are the patents.
Patents, yes. Thank you. Going to target the patent on the left with some electronic warfare. Okay, I'm going to try to scramble his I'm gonna try to see if I can like scramble his targeting, like his sights with the Ratel's electronic systems.
Okay. Make your roll.
36 plus 7, 14.
As far as you can tell, you're not sure, but you think you might be successful. Like it's like it seemed like you were being actively obstructed as you were attempting it.
Okay.
So you're not
Well,
100% sure if you were successful. Sorry.
Yeah. I'll follow up then with AC. Okay. Actually, now that I got the sheet up. Okay, I got it right here. Okay, I'll follow up with the AC5. So that's and 7, but then 7. That's plus movement.
Okay, so I thought about this, and there's a nice, easy equation that works for all targeting. 2d6
Yes.
plus skill,
Okay.
then speed.
Okay.
So the speed difference between you. You have move 3. They have move 2. So you get a +1 for that. Range. So you would compare the weapon's range bracket and whatever plus or minus is listed in there.
Okay.
And then miscellaneous modifiers. Just as like terrain, if they jumped or anything like that, like stuff like that.
Right. Okay. So try this out. Okay. 6 plus skill, that is 7. The speed, we did a calculation, that is 1. So 8. And then the range of the AC5, because I'm attacking from long, that's actually -1.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that stays at a 8.
Mm-hmm. And then
Because
there's
I don't
no
get the
miss.
bonus from
Well,
Huh?
it's a -1. You do
Right.
get a bonus from the targeting computer. That's why it's only a -1. Otherwise, it would be
Yeah, yeah.
-2. So yeah,
Right.
like the targeting computer's already factored into those numbers.
Yes.
Right. So 26 plus 8.
Yes.
Alrighty. I didn't mess up this time like a nervous wreck. 13.
You
See, it's
managed.
so much easier having that information right in front of you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly agree. Yes.
Alrighty, you managed to hit. So I'm going to need you to roll 2d6.
Also writing this down. Okay. And then rolling a 2d6.
That is an 8, which is the left side. And how much damage does that do?
That is another 2d6, correct?
No, how much damage does it do?
Oh yes, the AC5. G. 2 plus M. So
Okay, so roll 1d6. Actually, first roll 1d6.
okay, 1d6.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 damage to the left side. All right. Are you
Okay.
firing any other weapons?
Damage. Left. Okay.
Oh, don't worry about keeping track of the damage for the
Oh.
the stuff that you're shooting at. I'm keeping track of that on my end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You
it's just,
only
I
need-
remember the last time
You only
said
need
to
no.
Yeah.
You only need to worry about tracking the damage for your vehicle.
Okay.
Leave the
Yes.
NPCs to me.
Yeah,
Very
you
good.
got one character you need to worry about. Just worry about that for now.
I have 9.
Great.
Well, this time. Alrighty. So that's
Okay.
all you're shooting?
Yes, that's
Okay.
everything that I could do at long range.
And no motive hit. Alrighty. What is Helmer doing?
Helmer is doing Helmer stuff. 1, 2, 3. Boing, boing, boing. As he do. Because he is a silly, jumpy birdie boy. And he is going to, now that he is in very short range, open up on the same pattern that Deanna was just shooting at.
That tracks.
The gun auto closer.
Exactly. So then, first things first, he is going to fire with his UAC 20. He did a heckin' jumpy. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 1 for that, and then another plus 1 for the speed difference. So that's going to be plus 11.
Okay.
Does it meet or beat a 16?
It does.
It does not. All right, so I hit.
Okie dokie.
No, you're a little. The audio's a little shaky at your end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably had moved. So you hit.
I did. Okay.
Hit location.
Okay. First, I need to calculate any extra damage. 7. I'm not going to count that. Not going to count that. Not going to count that. Okay, so it is 7 damage to the 3, which is going to be the rear somehow. Probably because he was jumping.
Yeah, that tracks. 7 damage to the rear of the already damaged Patton.
Yes.
So that brings that down. Okay.
Okay. So he jumped. So that's 2 heats. Ainsley's. Ainsley. Right arm or torso?
Hmm?
What are you hanging off of right now? A right arm or a torso?
Right arm.
Okay, perfect. In that case, he can fire his Streak SRM. So he will do so. Using that same calculation. Chow.
Ooh, that is probably going to hit. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. I need another d6 on that.
Oh.
Yeah, it still hits. It goes from a 9 to a 12.
Oh, hooray. So that is going to be to the front. 4 damage from that Streak SRM. Yeah.
Helmer's jumping in the pool again.
Helmer never change. That boy can't shoot straight.
I'm trying not to laugh. What is
Damn it. Damn it, Johnny.
Ow. Fuck.
You're not making jumping better, you're just making aiming your guns worse. That would conclude his turn, though, and allow Ainsley to disembark if she so chose at this time.
Yep. And Ainsley, what you up to?
Ainsley is going to try to get closer to Thanks. Um, I think it's possible to get like this.
Yep.
And I suppose I can try and get on the pattern.
You've already spent your 2 movement. One of the requirements is you have to have 1 movement that you can spend.
I have 3, I think. Yeah, I have 3.
But elementals only had 2.
Basic elemental armors too.
Oh,
Yeah, you only have 2 movement.
I cheated on the first turn. Ah.
But that's fine. You can still shoot from where you're at. You have line of sight on the Patton that's been taking a beating thus far.
Mm,
And you're within
then-
point blank range.
Ooh.
2 squares away.
So I can basically no, I can't swarm attack.
No, you need 1 movement for that. You've spent your movement.
No, leg attack is also dependent on that.
Yep. And these are tanks, they're not mechs.
So small as it goes.
Well, you also have your SRM. But yes, you can shoot with your range
Do I
weapon.
really wanna shoot SRMs right in my face?
That's not technically right in your face.
Okay.
But it is up to you
Let's
what you
see.
want to shoot. I'm just saying you do have the option to shoot your SR.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to shoot the SRMs because why not?
So SRM's first or laser first?
SRMs.
Hopefully.
Hold up, I gotta open the 9. We're the same speed, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh,
You hit.
that's a big number.
So roll 1d6. Okay. Roll me 1 hit location. That's gonna be the 4, which is the front.
And another one?
No. Oh.
Oh,
No, you only need 1 because you only hit with the first one. That yeah. D6 that you rolled, you would have needed a 1, 2, or a 3 in order to. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So then again, 2d6 plus 9, because laser, pew pew.
So they rolled
That's
an
a merciful
18
today.
total.
Oh,
Yeah, because I forgot to put their skill is +8. So. Alrighty, so yeah, you miss with that one. You did do a bit of damage though.
can I punch the new wall?
Narratively, sure.
Then I did.
Well, you can just say that you punched the wall. It's not gonna actually do anything because you've already done your attacks. This is a narrative thing.
I know, just funny gag.
Yeah, no, I get it. You punched the wall. That's fine. Jet is going to continue holding position. Waiting for a need to be at either part of the choke point. So it is now the Pattons. Patton the first took a motive hit and is currently not moving anywhere, so they are going to attempt to repair their movement. But they are going to fire because they can still shooty shoot. Roll up to the Patton. Boop. They are going to take a shot at Kirka.
Oh,
Because
neat. Okay,
Kirka is kind of the most visible of everyone at the moment.
this is true.
So we are 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's at the upper end of short range.
Should also be at a -3 because of my movement. Well, actually, -4, right? My movement, I jumped, and then -2 for the ECM. Fucking phantom mech energy over here. Morgan Kell would be proud.
Did we say that ECMs do a -2 on targeting for?
For enemies? Yeah.
As far as I know, that's just for missiles.
Was it just missiles?
I do believe it's just missiles.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought it was everything. So that's. But yeah, it makes more sense if it was just missiles.
And him's not firing missiles right now.
That's totally valid. In that case, it would still be a -2 though.
Yeah, for the jumpy and speed difference.
Yes, for the jumping and the whatnot.
Yeah. So.
No, that's. I was about to say that makes. I thought it was a little weird, but
So.
anyway, here's my piloting check and response.
Yeah, he misses.
Okay. He's dice. The 6, yes. The 1, not so much.
And now they're going to let off a flight of missiles at you, Kirka.
Okay.
Yep, they miss.
Okay.
And that is all they are doing at the moment. The other Patton is going to move over to here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to shoot at Helmer.
Okay.
So they are going to start with their AC 10.
Okay.
And it's a total of -2.
It should just be -2.
Yeah.
Same. Because it's the same movement profile. He also jumped. He just doesn't have the ECM, which would affect the missiles.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Oh, okay.
It is. Barely, but it's a hit. So barely still counts.
Yep.
And location for that is the 9, which is the left leg.
Left leg. And that was the AC 10 for 4 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Then the missiles also rolled fairly well.
Bum. He rolled the same as last time.
Also hits.
Okay.
No extra damage. It's only an LRM 5, so he's gonna take...
so it's just 1 damage.
Yep. To the 6, which is going to be the
torso. Okay. It took a little smacky do.
Yeah, just a little bit of smacky.
Yeah. A little bit. Nothing crazy.
Alrighty. Kirka.
Okay. Which patent is the one that was already damaged? 1 or 2?
1.
1 is the one that was damaged.
Yeah, that's the one that stayed in place.
Okay. She is going to open fire on number 2 and trust that Deanna, Helmer, and Johannes can finish off number 1. Actually, no. She'll state that outright. I will begin firing on the second patent, continue firing on the first. And she is going to maneuver 1, 2, 3, essentially. Just kind of hop down here so that this one loses its ability to fire on her.
That tracks.
And then she has jumped, and she is still in short range of patent number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to let loose with fucking everything. So we're going to start with the UAC 5, which gets a +12.
Oof. That hits.
Okay. No extra damage, so that is going to be 2 damage to the 2.
You only rolled 1d6 there.
You're right, I did.
So just roll another d6. Oh, well, that works.
Yeah.
So to the 7, which is the front.
The front.
So that was 2 damage, you said?
That is 2 damage.
And then I need to... Okay.
Next are the 2 LRM-10 launchers. Not a great roll.
Alrighty. That hits.
Okay. So then let me roll. No extra damage there. 1 extra damage there. So 2 damage to the front with a 6.
Okay.
And then the remaining damage is on the turret with a 12.
Roll for crit.
Okay. No crit.
No crit. Yeah. Apparently,
Also,
vehicles have 2 through armor crit spots.
Huh.
Yeah. On the front on Snake Eyes, and on the turret on Boxcars.
interesting.
Though that's also because, like, on a mech, Boxcars is a head hit, which you
Right.
can turn into an instant kill. So
That's true. It's probably based on where the crew are positioned.
pretty much.
That tracks. Got to do my own little calculations over here because my body's being stubborn. And then do. So I have lasers to shoot now. I have medium pulse lasers, which is going to be a plus 14. Because fuck that thing in particular, I guess.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 5 damage to the 4. Oh yeah, motive hits. I need to be doing motive hits.
Oh, I've been
kind
of taking care of them.
Oh, okay.
But that's to the 4, you say? That's
yes.
Also to the front. Sorry, 2 damage to the front?
5 from the 2 medium pulse lasers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That and your first attack this turn already did a motive hit.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And
I see.
That's also why the one in the back didn't move this turn.
That makes sense. Bogged him the fuck down. Okay. And then the last is my ER small lasers, which did not get a turn last time, but do get a turn this time.
Oh wait, sorry. That last hit was on the front, right?
Yes it was.
Okay. Sorry.
With a 4. Yes.
So that's 16. And that was 5, so that's that much.
Yes.
Okay. That fix. And then this is for which?
And then that is 3 ER small lasers. I rolled an 18 total.
You hit.
Okay, so that's going to be 5 more damage to the 6, the front.
No, that's right side.
Okay, you're right.
And you said that's 5 more damage, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Apparently you're jumping in the pool, too.
Hooray!
Just splashing around.
Splash, splash, splash.
Alrighty, and that's all of your shots?
That is all of my weapons, finally, yes.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
Yeah, we'll keep her going. This is 3, correct?
Yeah, that tracks.
Cool. Then, with a quick F, she is going to start lighting up number 1.
And did you jump?
No,
Okay.
I cannot jump.
Oh, I thought. Oh, wait, no, it was mask that you got, not jump. Gotcha. So, and you're gonna light up number 1?
Yep.
4. So yeah, you're just inside of short range.
Ooh, short range is good. Yeah, same volley as last time. PPC is an autocannon. So should be base +2. Because there's no range penalty and I'm a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Boom!
You just barely miss.
You've got to be kidding me.
It wasn't by much. It was the bunny gods at work.
You know what? Fuck it. Reroll. You, not me.
Oh, okay. So I am aiming for less than a 17. Apparently the bunny gods are still not complying. because I apparently rolled the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's just the dice saying "fuck you." All right, the other shot with the autocannon.
Oakley dokley.
If this one hits, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
It does not. Apparently, this patent does not want to get hit.
I just croaked like a frog. My laughs are weird.
Though one thing that you do notice is that your aim, while not necessarily perfect, is a lot closer to the mark.
Oh, good. That means she's figuring out which one of the reticles goes with which targeting circuit.
Yeah, exactly.
Slowly.
Alrighty. Did you have any other fire you wanted to do?
Nah, there's no reason running super hot right now.
That's fair. Let's go with Ainsley next.
Like to.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 second. What was that breath?
Huh?
I heard breathing, like heavy breathing.
I
don't know.
didn't. You might have heard me hauling on my vape.
I did also
No,
just come back and have a drink of Gatorade or
like
something.
ASMR type of breathing.
Yeah, the only
I have no
thing
idea.
that I could think is you heard me hauling on my vape.
Possible.
Yeah. So anyway, I am
Anyways.
going to. Is the one number one is the most damaged one? Yeah.
That is correct. Hold on. They're both actually about equally damaged at this point.
Okay. Can someone please remind me the formula for angrily jumping on an enemy?
It would be the same as the shooting formula.
Oh, okay.
So 2d6 plus sperm. You manage to climb. Which one? Just put yourself on top of the one that you're climbing on. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, you successfully climb on top of that motherfucker.
Yay.
Alrighty. So you can do your attacks, your actual attacking next turn. Johannes.
Okay. Let's see. So, this is definitely not going to deviate target. So he's gonna. This is kind of a weird angle. Do I still have sight of the tank?
Which tank?
Oh, number one.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
yeah.
draw a
No,
line.
I was. Yeah, you could draw a line.
You can draw a line.
Straight line.
You can draw a line
Yeah,
from your square
see.
to the tank. There's no buildings in the way or anything like that.
Crisis.
Up, don't eat up.
Oh, okay. Yep. I see.
Plus, you can also move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up one, and that's still puts me in range. That's okay. I'm gonna take a shot with the AC5 at tank number.
Okie dokie.
Skill 7, and plus speed, so that's -3 versus the 2 of the patent.
Where did you get
That'll be
minus
1.
3?
Oh, the
Your
because
speed is
the
plus
fans.
3. Sorry, it's the way that you set it is weird.
Oh, so sorry.
Because your
No,
speed
'cause
is
I
3,
was
their speed
reiterating.
is...
Yeah, go ahead. You can...
Well, you subtract their speed from yours, not yours from theirs. Basically.
My speed versus
Yeah.
versus theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the faster person gets a bonus, basically.
Yep.
Ah,
Because speed is
Okay.
life.
yeah. That's right. So 7 plus the 1. That is 8. Then we gotta look at the range now because I'm still in long.
Mm-hmm.
And it says -1 on long. So that's correct me if I'm wrong. So that stays at it stays at 8 because I would also count the targeting computer.
That's already factored into
that's already
that.
factored in.
So don't even worry about the targeting computer, because that's already factored in to the range brackets for your weaponry.
Okay. I've made a note of that. Okay,
Oh.
sounds good. So
You stay. Hey.
so together is 8. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'll be I'll be staying at I'll be staying at 8. Right, that's 8.
Your
I think
skill is
it's
7.
7. Yeah, 26 plus 7. That's a skill.
Speed, you
Plus
get +1. That means
plus 1.
yeah,
Right for this.
yeah, and then -1 for range, because the range bracket you're in.
Right, setting 7.
Yes.
Okay, and plus the
That's it.
oh yeah, that's it. Gotcha.
That's a calculation.
Thank
The
you.
difference in speed and your range bracket as listed on your character sheet. That's it.
Yes.
You don't need to do a full gator calculation. This isn't tabletop BattleTech. 2d6, your skill,
Plus,
your range.
And you missed.
Bump bump.
dang.
You
All that
rolled
and you
snake
missed.
eyes.
Okay. Dang it.
And that's everything?
Yep, that is everything for a long. Sorry. Electronic warfare. So, yes. I would like to continue scrambling the patent number one's targeting with with
Okay, make your
my
computers roll.
computer magic. Yes. 7, 12.
This time, like, you're more decisively blocked out. Unfortunately, you were not able to overcome this bot's counters to your electronic warfare.
Yes, and then I'm sure that like I wouldn't say exact, but if Johannes missed with his AC5, he slams on his well, he kind of gets a light tap on the on his armrest. Like, damn it! After we have missed.
And as
That
usual,
could,
this is over open comms because that's how it's been established that you've all been doing your training. Alrighty. So it is now Helmer.
Okay, cool. He is going to do what he said, what he was ordered to do, and continue fucking up that tank. And he's going to do a little cheeky move. Yeah, he's going to do that.
I don't see
Why?
what that is.
No. Why are you drawing the map? I want to move you.
Because you have the wrong tool selected?
I did. I had the grid ruler. Apparently the laser pointer is the one that does the moving. Who would have thought? Anyway, so he's basically going to try and close in as much as possible in an effort to be able to aim just a little more accurately and minimize the chances of accidentally smacking Ainsley.
That's entirely fair.
So then he is going to do the same thing as last time. He is going to fire with the UAC 21st. And he jumped, so that is going to be a plus 11 if I'm doing my math right, because it's a 9 and a 1 and a 1. Actually, or are we just doing the rolling to check snake? No, its movement is 1.
Yeah.
Its movement is 1. Okay, so it's a plus 2 and then a plus 1, so 9, 10, 11, 12. Think. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Jesus Christ, Homer. Okay. Let's see.
No extra
The
damage.
max of no extra damage there. 2 extra damage there. No extra damage. So 7 and 2. The 7 damage goes to the 11, which is the turret, if I remember right.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you're right. Yep, that's turret. And you said that was 7?
7 damage.
Okay.
UAC 20 goes brr. And then the last 2 damage also goes to the 11.
Yeah.
He wants to roll that 5 and 6 combo, apparently. Okay. Happy for you, bud. And he actually hit the same component twice in a turn.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
Wild. All this shit talk's finally starting to get to our little prissy little parakeet. I'm proud of him.
Second. Okay.
So then with that, the same calculation is going to be made for the Streak SRM 6 launcher. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that is going to be 4 damage to the
Front.
the front.
Okay.
And that concludes his turn.
Alrighty. Yeah. That is Helmer. Jet just chimes in over comms. Am I needed over there, or should I hold where I'm at?
Helmer is actually going to respond. Stay put.
Star Commander, am I needed over there, or should I stay put? Or hold where
Meg,
I'm
you
at?
are unneeded. You are unneeded at this time.
Alright, holding position.
I like the subtle, like, who the person actually in charge. The actual adult in the room. Okay, Kat, I see you. Hold on. Don't do anything stupid.
Alrighty. So by this point, the first Patton has repaired their motive woes. And they are going to meander over this way with Ainsley still on top of them. And they're actually going to shoot at Helmer.
Okie dokie.
You didn't
And
notice a big angry cat on top of them.
that's going to be. They are shooting first with their AC 10. So that's going to be
They are
fine.
Ainsley. Don't take it personally. You are probably a little bit lower on the threat priority than the 70-ton flying mech with a gigantic gun slung onto its arm.
Yeah. Plus, this is like AI, and yeah, the target priority is mech first, battle armor
yeah.
second. So yeah, they're gonna fire their AC 10. That's gonna be basically at a -2 from normal. So yeah, it hits.
Really? It beats an 18?
It
Damn.
made an 18.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. This is basically the highest that they could roll.
Amazing. Okay. I'm fine with it. I'm impressed.
And that is at the 8, which is going to be a torso hit.
Okay. For 4 damage?
For 4 damage to the torso.
Yes. Okay. So that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he felt that one a little bit more.
Yeah, we're in point blank range, so they do have a negative to this. But
Okay.
the Lerm 5 is going to fire off next, and probably going to
Okay.
miss. Oh yeah, definitely missing.
Okay.
Then small laser is going to fire off next.
Okay.
And also going to miss.
Okay.
Patent number 2 is fixing their motive woes and is going to fire at Kirka.
Okay.
That's going to be at a total of a -3. Because 1 for movement. No, -2. 1 for movement, 1 because you jumped.
Uh-huh.
And a boop.
Boop. Ouch.
That's okay. You still managed to. Yeah, they still managed to miss.
Amazing. Okay.
Because everything I've read, Boxcars only, or sorry, Snake Eyes really only affects the attack, not the.
Okay. I did not realize that, actually. That's neat.
The defense. So 2d6 plus, and then they're going to, yeah, they're firing their Lerm 5 at you. And it's going to probably miss. Oh yeah, definitely missed.
Okay.
And then small laser.
Doot. Doot.
And that hits.
Okay. Cool.
And it is going to hit the 10, which is, I do believe, torso. No, left arm.
That is the left arm. For 1 damage.
1 damage.
Okay. Hold on. The funniest little bug just happened. There we go. Just 1 damage. And actually just mark there. Thank you. For some reason, I clicked into I have my the record sheet for my Timby saved into my snipping tool so that I can just kind of keep track of it with the pen.
Mhm.
And I click into the dot, and it decides to draw this gigantic streak from this dot all the way into the lower right-hand corner of my record sheet for no reason. That was what that was.
Ah,
So
fun.
fun little thing that happened. But anyway, so I got that 1 damage marked.
Alrighty. And that is the Tonks. Kirka, it is your activation.
Um, she is going to half jokingly say, "Ow," and then maneuver herself. Actually, no, she's going to move this way. 1, 2, 3. I want her over here. There we go. I did not intend to zigzag there. I just wanted to do a straight line.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
You have the movement to get it done.
yeah. So we're deep in there. And I am going to once again fire everything. I'm not going to jump this time. No particular reason. Just doesn't feel necessary.
Okay.
So we're going to go down the list again, and this time we're going to do the UAC 5 at a paltry plus 11.
Only plus 11.
Only plus 11.
You hit.
And then do I get any extra damage? I do not. 2 damage to the 6.
You need to roll one more d6.
You're right. 8.
8 on a Tonk is the left side. That was 2 damage, you said, yeah?
Yes, it is. Okay. And then we're at a plus 10 for the 2 Lurm 10s. Did not roll great.
We still rolled well enough to hit.
I'll take it. Let's see. 1 missile die, extra damage. 2 missile die, no extra damage. So 2 damage goes to the 5, the right side, if I remember.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's 8.
And that is 2 damage. 3 damage is going to the 9.
Which is the left side.
Yay, missiles. Okay, next are the medium pulse lasers going off at a plus 13, which is good because my... There we go.
Oof. You miss with the pulse lasers.
Unsurprising. This is why I'm in max. I don't want to, but I have to counter my shitty luck with dice.
That's fair.
So then these are the ER small lasers.
And you hit with those.
Good. Luckily, they do the same amount of damage for the same amount of heat. So, for all intents and purposes, they're the same weapon on the turret. 5 damage.
Alrighty. And I need to roll for one more potential motive. No, okay. You did get a motive hit, though. So it's still
Okay, cool.
slowed right the fuck down.
Oh, I didn't add... I forgot to add those bonuses. It's okay.
I don't think there was anything where it would have mattered.
Maybe the LRMs, unless it rolled greater than, like, a 19. Because I rolled a 17 for those.
Well, I rolled a 20.
Okay. Then yeah, it wouldn't have affected that. So yeah, then that will conclude Kirka's turn.
Alrighty. Deanna?
Splish Splash.
For a split second, she's sitting in the cockpit, muttering to herself that it is do or die time, because she has her orders on target, and she needs to not hit Ainsley, so yeah, time to, put up or shut up, and takes the shot.
Alrighty. And that loadout does have a targeting computer, yes?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so same thing with the Rattel and its targeting computer. You can do a called shot. However, it will be at a -2. So if you want to like aim for specifically like the front, you can, but it's going to put an additional -2 on top of your to hit calculation.
And that's the one at speed 1 currently?
No, that one's actually repaired its motive hit. It is currently at normal speed.
Okay. And if I'm reading this right, medium range?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. One more square closer and it would put you into short.
Same penalties either way, so not a biggie. And it's facing like southish?
Yeah. South/east. Mostly.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll take a shot at the left side. Worst things happens, I miss again. First up, the PPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It misses.
What?
PPC misses.
Okay. AC-10 does a little better, not much.
It hits.
Well, shit. Right, and that was a called shot, so just go straight to the left. 4 points.
Alrighty.
Actually, roll me 2d6.
Oh, we got a crit.
Well, no, I just basically what I'm going to do is okay. Yeah, no. What I was going to do is either on Snake Eyes or Boxcars. I was going to say it was a potentially through armor crit,
Oh, nice.
but you didn't get either of those, so
That's fair.
and that's everything from you.
Yeah, that's all she's got.
Alrighty, Ainsley.
Finally.
Your attacks automatically hit. So let's go back up here just to Mexico combat. Storm attacks. Okay. Yeah, so you may make a ranged attack that automatically hits.
Even the lasers.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I still need D6
You are going
to
to
determine
need,
the grid?
well, you need to first determine where you hit. Because damage. After making a successful swarm attack, if a battlesuit is still on the target mech at the beginning of one of your narrations, their ranged attack automatically hits. Roll for hit location as though making a punch attack against the mech. So basically, if it would,
7.
basically if it were to hit a leg, it would hit an arm instead. So that's going to be torso. And that was going to be with your laser, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. It will be a little bit different, actually. 7 is front. So you hit it on the front. So
Okay.
that was that one. So that's only got 7. And then
Swarm attacks.
also roll to check and see for a critical hit.
Whoops.
What?
I rolled a different.
Why? Well, that was going to be what you needed to roll anyway, which is 2d6. So I would suggest reading up on the rules for swarm attacks on page 218 and 219 when you have the chance. But you did successfully get a critical hit.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't roll yet.
You rolled 2d6 for hit location. That rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Which is the front. Then you rolled another 2d6, which I said I'm going to take as your critical hit chance.
Oh. Okay.
Just please I just also added please in the future, or like for next session, or when you can, go over the rules for swarm attacks on page 218 and 219 of the book, please.
I might try to find that right now.
Yeah, like basically, like when you can. I'm not gonna say that you have to read it right away, but just when you when you can. But what I need you to do right now is I need you to roll me 1d6. That is
no
a
crit.
6. For front on a combat vehicle, front weapon group is destroyed, and this is the Paton, which, boop, on the front, that is the small laser is blowed up.
Oh yeah, fuck that laser.
The most damaging weapon in the Patton's arsenal.
It's true. It's the only one that hit me.
That is fair. Alrighty. So it is now Johannes.
Staying on target. Johannes is going to.
Actually, hold on a second.
Huh?
Ainsley, are you going to fire off your SRMs as well? Or are you going to save your last SRM shot?
I'm going to save them.
Okay. Sorry about that, Johannes. It is now your activation.
No problem. Sorry about that. It's a little dusty and simulation out of character. Okay, so
Well, maybe you should clean your simulation pod after you're done using it. Jeez.
Sheesh.
No, that was my tooth. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
So yes. Yeah, what are the engineers are doing? So yeah, no, that's Johannes' thing. Anyways, Johannes is gonna stay on target most certainly. So he's definitely take a- grab my- Uh-oh. Frozen. Yeah, I believe my screen is frozen. May I have to leave and come back?
Are you using the right tool?
That is a good question.
That is a serious question because I tried to move and had the wrong tool up. So
I am attempting to click on it, but it looks like it's not.
Oh, hold on.
Just say, oh, now it is. Yep, I got
hooray.
it now.
Hooray.
Alrighty. So I move 1, 3. So let's see.
Well, you only moved 2. So you do have 1 more movement. If you want to use it.
I don't know. We'll set out that pen. But
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're in shooting range for most of them.
Okay. Second move. Okay. Right. Gonna take a shot with the AC5 against patent number 1.
Okay.
But before I fire, I call out to Ainsley overcomes to give her the heads up, and I fire. Eight. Of course, that's still. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm in long range, right? Because that's.
How many
Or,
squares?
yeah, that's.
Are you sure that's long range?
Do you
Second,
want it to be long range?
Because based on what I'm seeing, it's not long range.
Oh, me. So green. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, because that's the point blank.
The white
Yeah,
square is
yeah.
where the shot is coming from. And then every 2 squares after that is a new range bracket.
Okay. Alrighty. So that is 1. So 9 altogether.
You miss.
Oh, still got my other guns.
Okay. So first, what was that shot with? Was that your autocannon?
The autocannon, yes.
Okay. What are you shooting with next?
Okay, I'm gonna be going for the 2 medium pulse lasers.
Okay.
Let's see. Here you are. Your little satellite.
Oh no, so
Oh, you have a satellite? I have a moon next to me.
I have. Yep. She has now been perched into her docking station, aka the little co-pilot chair that I have set up,
Oh, nice.
complete with her own little keyboard.
Aw.
Yeah. Let me take a picture and put it up. Actually, little stinker.
let's say this will be 9
That's
9 again. Because it's speed. Yeah, it's a skill plus speed. My bad, it's a punch it in. $15.
You hit.
Okay, and that is 5 damage.
To. I need a hit location.
Oh crap. Hold on.
So 2d6. That was
That
5
is
damage
8.
to the 8. That
And
is
the
going
8's
to
on
be the
patent.
left side. Okay. So actually, give me 1 second. I
Okay.
will address this now. It does not actually say it's only one. See, okay. That's where it's kind of odd because it says you can continue making one automatic attack on each of your narrations, but it doesn't say in the damage section that it's only one weapon. It just says your ranged attack automatically hits. Is all the wording it says with that. So I interpret that as you can fire your however many ranged weapons you want that you have access to.
For
This is specifically for
Right.
swarm attacks and battle armor
okay.
because something was brought up in the Mechwarrior Destiny chat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that was for chat. Okay. Alrighty. So, medium. So I just did the medium laser. Let's see. And okay, gonna be doing the 2 small pulse. Get this guy. Wait here. It's like I have everything good. I just gotta like better sort my windows, you know. Okay, so skill. Uh, range. That's 3. Oh, okay, so 2d6 plus 11. 18.
You hit.
And 2d6 for location.
And that is entirely adorable.
And 6.
6.
And the
is,
damage.
the
is-
right side.
Okay, the right side receives 2 damage.
Oakley dokley. And I do believe that's all your weapons at this range.
That is correct, yes.
Alrighty. I think we have Deanna. Or did you go already?
My last one was taking shots with the shots at the one Eins is on, the called shot,
Yes.
but I don't know where we are in the sequence.
Okay, so then, because yeah, that was this turn. So it's on to Helmer.
It is on to Helmer. Okay, cool. Do it. Helmer is going to shimmy a little bit. And he is actually going to I definitely didn't try to move Helmer's icon on the stream. That did not happen.
Nah, that would never happen.
No. He's going to jump back. And as he's jumping back, he is going to once again aim over Patton 2 at Patton 1
Oakley dokley.
with his handy dandy UAC 20. And just maybe if he has the lock, the Streak SRM 6. So that is 1, 2, 3. So correct me if I'm wrong, that's the edge of short range. Or is that the beginning of medium?
So
3
one,
hexes here.
2, or sorry, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. It's for it's short range.
It is short.
Yeah.
Okay, so the white is point blank for immediately adjacent.
No, white is the firing position.
Okay.
The 2 greens are point blank. The 2 yellows are short. The 2 oranges are medium.
Okay, got it. Cool. Okay, cool. We're in business. Okay, so he jumped. He is faster than this thing. Took a motive hit last turn, right?
The number 1, it did not. Oh, hold up. It might have. Let me see.
Or did it not fix its motive?
No, it had fixed its motive hit. It just hasn't had a chance to move yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it moved
So
last
it still
turn.
has. Okay, so it does technically have movement too.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So then 2d plus 6 plus 1 plus another 1, and he has a 9, so that's going to be a plus 11 for this UAC 20.
And it's gonna hit.
Yeah. So that's going to be actually extra 3 damage, no extra damage, an extra 1 damage. So location for 7 damage is the front.
No. Right side. You rolled a 6.
Fuck. You're right. 2, 4, 7 is the front. 5, 6 is right. Okay.
So, sorry, how much damage was that again?
7.
7. Okay.
Yes.
Too many numbers being thrown around.
There's so many numbers.
Alrighty, and now for the 3 damage shot? Or pellet? Also,
that is at the 6. So, same. Right.
Alrighty. He's getting better at grouping his shots.
He's getting better.
And
then that last stray round hits. Okay,
the front.
7 is the front. I know that for sure.
Yeah, that one's been hit a lot this time. Already next
I'm
weapon.
slowly learning. And then the streak SRM 6. Gonna be a plus 11.
That is most likely going to hit. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay. So that is going to be 4 more damage to the right. Yay!
Alrighty. Roll me 2d6.
Oh, round of applause. Helmer has a crit chance. And he rolled a 12. Come on, me. I just accidentally pulled my... No, I just pulled my headset off out of excitement.
Okay, so that was
Just kidding.
That was the side.
That was the right side.
Yep. Motive system damage, -2 movement. This thing is effectively immobile.
Hooray. That's my boy.
And does Helmer have any other shots?
No, he does not.
Alrighty.
Oh my god.
Jet is going to continue to hold position.
Does he have a hobby?
I think he's reading I think he's reading a book right now. Kind of just keeping his eye on, what's going on and kind of reading a novel.
Valid. Just a short little novel like War and Peace.
Yeah, exactly. So
Short.
patent number 1. Is
also you got a roboto.
Oh. Domo arigato, Mr. Roban-o. That was terrible. I know, but
you know what?
The text is still there.
It doesn't. It
Nope.
doesn't deserve.
Wrong one.
Doesn't deserve anything better.
Boop.
There we go.
Yay.
Go away, bot.
Nice try.
Oops.
Anyway,
Alrighty. So, the now
Anyway,
immobile patent
mm-hmm.
is going to do some shooting. This is also the one that currently has no small laser in the front. That doesn't really matter. They are going to shoot at Helmer,
Hooray!
because Helmer did a bunch of damage to him.
Which is, fair.
So they're going to have a hard time hitting.
Also fair.
Actually, it'll be still +6 for this turn. Probably not going to hit. No.
No.
In no way, shape, or form are they going to hit. So that was the AC5. And now they're going to go with the LRM. Or sorry,
Okay.
the AC10 was the one that fired first. The LRM5 is getting fired now.
Yeah.
That's also going to miss. And
Jesus
they
Christ,
have no
okay.
laser to fire.
Uh-huh.
So that one is done.
Hooray.
Patent number 2, however,
Uh-huh.
is going to move right there into point blank range with Johannes, and is going to fire their AC-10 at him.
Quick BRB. I just spilled something. Sorry. I'll be right back.
Oh, incredible timing.
Actually, in that case, I'll use this opportunity to grab coffee, because we're
This is
kind
true.
of waiting on Johannes anyway. Well, it is not your food time yet. What the hell? Another bot?
Yep.
Okay. Back.
Okay, welcome back.
Sorry.
Do you guys know what happened to porridge?
Well, stuff.
Boop.
Oh, so you've seen the memes.
I did just see it, yeah. I literally just saw them. Speaking of, I did post the kitty in the co-pilot chair.
I did see it.
I saw. It's
Yes,
adorable, and I'm pretty sure that color on your PC case is almost identical to the one on my keyboard.
probably. It's a lot more red in real life. It's just that something back here is blue. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's definitely red IRL.
What's red?
The lighting on the sides of my
Oh,
computer tower. Oh,
it
I think
looks violet.
I know, yeah. I think it's the flash. My flash went off on my phone for some reason.
Okay, I am back with chocolate coffee in hand.
Hooray.
Welcome back.
And I need Johannes to roll a piloting check because he's getting shot at.
Okay.
You did not roll well enough. You were hit by an AC 10. So, hold on. There we go. Decided it wanted to be dumb for a second. That's going to be the 8, which is the left side.
I got the shit.
So you're going to take 4 damage to your left side. And it does cause a motive hit.
Hooray.
So that,
I mean, boo. It's on reflex. I'm sorry. That was out of character. Yeah, no, that wasn't character. That was
I know.
me.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
If Johannes, that was actually character, Johannes will be so crushed. His happy will be very sad.
No.
I know. I'm just
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, no, that is also just something. No.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't
Okay.
say that. That is definitely something Kirk would do.
Oh, damn!
Not that she did, but that's something she would.
But yes, so you have taken a motive hit. So that's going to be -2 to your movement until repaired.
Okay.
Yeah, so the way I'm doing it, I should be transparent with this in regards to motive hits,
Yes.
because there is the critical effect that's a motive hit. Basically, if either side of your vehicle takes a crit, is crit, and it's automatically a motive hit. Those ones are more of a permanent until it's taken back to a repair bay to get repaired. The ones just from getting hit with a round, those I'm treating more of a temporary, as more of a temporary nature, so you can actually repair those ones during combat. If that
And
makes
just to reiterate, that they're the ones that are by rounds, right?
the ones that are, because the way combat vehicles work, if you don't have the VTOL tag, anytime you take damage, I have to roll 2d6 on an 8+.
Okay.
It's a motive hit, which means you take a -2 movement penalty. Or sorry, it's So okay. Anytime a combat vehicle that does not possess the VTOL tag takes any amount of damage in mech scale combat, roll 2d6. On an 8+, that vehicle's motive system has suffered damage. The vehicle's movement is -2. So right now you only have movement 1. If the vehicle's movement is reduced to 0 in this way, the vehicle is immobile until repairs can be made. So the way I'm interpreting that is that those repairs can be made during the combat encounter. However, on the critical hit table, there is also motive systems damage, which is the same -2. That one I'm treating as that can't be repaired during combat. It's taken too much damage type deal.
Right. I understand.
But yes, you have taken basically a through armor motive hit type deal. So you're moving slower at the moment. And hold on. Where the hell did no, I gotta scroll down. Boop. Paton. They are going to then fire their LRM-5 at you. In a moment.
Trying to gain. It's lagging a little.
It's doing the same for me. Yeah, so I think it's something to do with the program for some reason. I'm gonna have to ask some questions in the Discord because this is not beneficial. And weirdly enough, this is the first time this has happened. Like not like today, but like when I was using it before, this never any other time I've used it, it hasn't done this. So that is odd.
Well, aren't we special?
Apparently.
I swear it's never happened before.
Why are you gonna be like
Ugh.
that?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's kind of frozen for everybody right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't bring it up.
Okay. Task manager. Yeah, for some reason it's using way more power than it should be. I'm gonna give it a moment. See if anything changes. No, it's still trending at very high at the moment. So that will probably close the room for everybody.
It did.
Okay.
That is fine.
That is
Oh,
good.
yes, it did.
Game Master. I'm going to host again. It's showing Johannes already in. Johannes, are you already in?
Okay, I am in and I hit ready.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little funny. I forgot that dudes remembers the last thing you put into that box, so I was sticking around in the chat looking for the address.
Oh, I
Same.
deleted it after I posted it because it is my IP address.
There we go.
And while this is a locked down channel, I would rather not leave that out there just in case. That's all the way back here. Oh, is it doing it again?
Maybe?
Oh,
I don't know.
apparently.
I think it's still
It's-
loading.
Oh, there we go. You were there. Ainsley was there. Other you was like, if you remember where you were, you can feel free to put yourself there. Helmer, I think, was up here.
Helmer had jumped back, actually.
Give me a second. I'll make that so that you can control it.
That's okay.
This is the
It jumped
no,
back. The
There.
yeah, that's
Right,
right.
so
It
yeah, I
had
was in
just
front of
moved
the-
there, and then Kirka was on the farther orange next to the red.
You should be able to place yourself on the map as soon as it
I
stops
don't
being a
you-
dick.
Weirdly enough, I don't even see myself.
You should be up in the player window. Top left portion of the main game window. There should be there'll either be like a drop down or it will just straight up say player.
Yeah, no, like I can see my icon, but in that corner, but there's no like drop menu or anything.
Well, it like you can see like your character portrait. You drag your character portrait.
I can
onto
drag and drop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I guess it's just being really really slow at the moment.
Yeah,
for me.
it's well, no,
There,
it's
okay.
it's having that fucking lag issue again. I have
Mhm.
a
Okay, there we
feeling
go.
I know what
I
it
think we
is.
got it. Okay,
And
there we go.
And I really hate to say it because I think it's because one of us is very far overseas.
It would make sense for IP, for TCP IP.
Because like the only time I've had an issue is when playing Mechwarrior Destiny, and the only difference is like Cheer is all the way on the other side of the planet.
I wonder if it would be fixed with a proxy.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, not at our end. Unfortunately, it'd have to be at Cheer's end.
But I mean, at the same time, like it still has to go through the same networks. It's just going to have another jump ahead of time type deal.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like it's something that could be tried. Because like if you're thinking like it's something having to do with the current state of world affairs and stuff being blocked and otherwise hindered,
could be.
That could be a thing. But yeah, like that's honestly the only thing that I can think that would be causing an issue. But I will be bringing this up in the Dudes on a Map Discord because it's gonna need to be.
Yeah, this is silly at this point.
Like it's almost unusable, which is unfortunate.
But in no way funny.
So yeah, Jet. Because yeah, it was Jet's activation at this point. It was like right at the end of the round.
Yeah.
So
and then Helmer had just gotten a motive hit from I think it was the AC-10 of
No, actually, sorry, because it was Jet. No, I was firing with the tank.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Johannes had received a motive hit.
Yeah, because there was just the motive hit done.
Yeah, that was the minus.
Yeah, -2 to movement.
Mm-hmm.
You're still there. Okay. So yeah, it would be then back up to the top of the initiative order. I don't know why
Okay.
this is not working properly right now, and I'm getting kind of frustrated with it.
Understandably. This is supposed to make our lives easier.
Yeah. If you guys have dice that are there, I'm okay with you just rolling physical dice. I trust that you're not going to cheat
I don't.
or like using a dice roller online or something like that. We're just going to have to go back to abstract for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Because like I don't even think in this current, yeah, I can't even click the report a problem thing. Yeah.
All right. Luckily, I have a metric
I
ass cannon dice
can.
right next to me.
Well, if you
I
can,
can.
then report the problem. If you can.
Contact info, Discord, email.
Okay, so basically it directs to the Discord. I'll deal with that later then. Anyway,
Okay.
it is back up to I want to get the game moving.
Yeah.
So we are back up to the top of the round. And Kirka.
Yes. Alrighty. So I am going to. I'm going to jump across in an effort to get back onto the building next to that. Get back onto the building that I was perched
Oh,
at
so
the
I
beginning of
can
this
roll.
whole engagement. Looking down at the pattern, and then proceeding to open fire.
Okay.
So that I'm just going to go down the list and do all of the things. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not
Okay.
usable.
There we go.
Okay.
Um,
So then we're at. All right, so plus 10, and then other modifiers. Okay, so I'm going to go back down the list with everything. I'm in short range. So actually, I think I'm in point blank, but it doesn't matter. It's the same measurements for all of my weapons. So then UAC 5 is going to be a plus 12 on top of. The dice hate me here too, don't worry. I just rolled a 3. So that is going to be a 15.
okay, there we go. I was able to report a problem.
Oh, hooray.
Though, give me one moment. I need to clean up cat vomit.
Okay.
No, it's not going to be mystery vomit. Is that really? Why? This is why I can't have nice things. And it is also why you need to eat slower. Ugh. Alrighty. Sorry. So, what did you roll?
I had rolled a total of 15.
15 in total. There's
Mhm.
dice cup. Oh, I already had dice in there. And you are shooting them, so they get their full. That is going to be a miss on your part.
Unsurprising. Okay. 2 other M10s. That is going to be a plus 11. Oh. So that's a 20, is what I rolled.
You rolled 20. That's going to be a hit.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Rolling clusters. I got 1 extra damage. The 2 damage is going to hit on the 6, the right side.
Okay.
I'm slowly learning. And then the singular damage is going to hit on the 5, also the right side. Hooray.
Alrighty.
Okay. And then I have the 2 medium pulse lasers, which are at a plus 14. I just rolled a 23.
Yeah, nope, that's a hit.
Okay. That is going to be 5 damage to the front.
5 to the front. Okay.
And then my ER small lasers are at a plus 12. And that's an 18 total.
That is a hit.
Okay. 5 more damage to the 4, which I believe is the front again. Yes, it is.
5,
So-
you say?
Yeah, it is another 5 damage.
Alrighty. How does this look? Because that gets rid of the pattern.
So, how this looks is
Boom.
Hirka sees this patent opening, basically trying to roll right by her and open fire on Johannes. He turns and observes the patent firing off its AC-10 and blowing a tread off of the Rattel. In response, in order to make sure that she neutralizes the target, she fires her jump jets, jumping straight up over the patent, twisting in midair, and perching back onto the building that she had landed on initially. And then, as soon as she lands, opens fire. The ultra auto cannon hadn't quite stabilized yet, so that burst goes wide. The LRMs had managed to maintain a lock and achieve a lock on the downward arc of her trajectory, so she was able to open fire, and those missiles all splashed on the right side of the tank. Her lasers then strike true as she aims for what her target computer had deduced to be the weakest part or the most vulnerable part of the tank on the front, managing to core straight through the large, otherwise difficult to hit sheet of armor from the front, off from an oblique angle vertically, boring in, essentially killing what would have been the driver and grinding the tank to a halt.
Nice. And I'm assuming that tank was like your sole focus this turn?
Yeah, that tank had been my my sole focus. So that one's dead.
Alrighty. Ainsley,
Yams,
you are currently sitting on top of a tank.
and I'm shooting at it.
Okie dokie. So roll hit location.
Hmm.
Okay. So that is in the front. Yep. So that's 1 damage to the front of that one.
And because it's destroyed,
Hold on. No. It does destroy the front, it does take off the last pip of armor from the front of it. However, I need you to roll me 2d6.
36.
Yes. So that is a crit. I'm gonna need you to roll me a second 2d6. That is not a crit. So you have 1 crit on the front. technically they're both through armor crits. So roll me a d6. That's gonna be a 4. That is the one that already had its front damage. So re-roll that, please. Or like the front weapon group destroyed. So I need you to re-roll that. Try again. Try one more time. Hey, there we go.
Finally.
Crew compartment hit. It would deal 3 physical damage to all crew.
Someone's burden.
So yeah, your laser punches through the crew compartment. And I do believe. Okay. So it looks like we can control our stuff on the program again, at least for the time being.
So it seems, yeah.
Alrighty. So that's Ainsley. Deanna or Johannes?
Deanna would move up a little bit, just like to the corner, and once again take. Actually, what kind of shape does this tank look like it's in right now?
The front of it is the armor on the front is full of holes. The turret looks like it's been damaged quite a bit. The right side of the tank is structure, and the left side is not looking too good either. The turret and the rear are basically doing the best out of every facing on this tank.
You said the right side is structure? Let's go for that one. And I will eat the penalty for the called shot again.
Oakley dokley. You hit.
That's better. That's 10 points.
Yep. So how does that look? Because it only had one structure.
Oh, jeez. Yes.
Like, honestly, basically any hit location with that would have destroyed this thing. Because, like, the turret had the most, like, armor and structure left out of any hit location, and it has 10 at the moment.
The Marauder is not moving too quickly as Deanna is trying to be careful about the whole, don't shoot an elemental, you know what that's like thing. And as this thing's trying to maneuver in and out and around and so on and so forth, just for a split second it shows her the right side and she jumps on the trigger. The twin plasma bolts from the arm-mounted PPCs just burrowing right through the armor. And from what you've said about the state it's in, probably clean out the other side as well.
Yep, that definitely would have happened. There would be more than enough damage for that to happen. The left side only had a total of 3.
Yeah, those PPCs are going to clean out the other side then.
Told you.
Nice. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to call the session there as Wave 1 ends. Because Wave 2 is going to take a minute. And we've already been going for like 3 hours. Partially because of scuff.
Yeah, we've had our share of technical difficulties tonight.
But I'm going to say 2 XP for everybody from tonight's session, as we are partway through.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been going for 3.5 hours now.
I noticed. I literally,
Yeah.
I have been sorry. I stepped away during turn because I was like, I have like 3 different things dehydrating me right now, so I've just been sucking down like flavored Gatorade water or whatever, it like electrolyte mixed water, like a fiend. So I
That's
just
fair.
came back and it was just like, so we're just finishing up for tonight. I'm like, oh man, no more shooty.
Well, the main part of the shooty is going to be happening next week.
Yay.
So I'm going to save the map to ensure that everybody's relative positions are saved. Because next week is going to be the start of Wave 2.
Yeah,
All right.
that's gonna be fun.
Yup. Oh yeah, wait.
I am going to save a screenshot of our positions as well, I think.
That will be helpful. Hold
Hmm.
on. Do the adders have? No, they don't have.
35 XP. I'm
Also
a
grab-
hoarder.
Things are going to get hard for her if you don't start spending XP. I'm just going to kind of throw that out there.
It's already difficult, let's be honest. It's just getting worse.
Hey, I've been being nice by keeping their like skill bonuses at least just below or right around the average of the group.
I know. And you're doing that and you're warning us now because that confirms to me that that is going out the window once we hit roadside and we're dealing with actual Jade Falcons.
Well, okay, so to be fair, the
Uh-huh.
the troops that are garrison on roadside are a Salama trinary from Jade Falcon. I actually did my research this time.
That's some funny business.
So
I was reading second line, but
I went with the composition as of 3057, which is the closest date to where we are in our timeline.
that is fair. I will counter it, however, that's after the refusal war.
What 30?
At least that's what I understood that that listing to be, because it comes from the Jade Falcon source book, if I remember correctly. And in universe, I think that was written in the wake of the refusal war. Let me confirm that.
Well, sorry, 3054. Fourth Falcon Velites, which
Part of how Galaxy was
Peregrine Galaxy.
Peregrine Galaxy. Okay, so from 3053, so not 3050s. So that would not from
Okay, so maybe that is not.
Let's see. So that's Vow Galaxy.
By the way, do y'all wanna know why I'm keeping Ainsley's stats low?
Hopefully not, so you can just kill her off.
No. It's character development.
You don't think she's earned it yet?
No. If you remember, she is a sloth. She doesn't train. She doesn't do very much of anything.
Basically, she's literally Vegeta before the fight with Goku. Yeah, analogies again with Dragon Ball, but still, it works. And we all remember what happened to Vegeta after Namek.
Okay, so I was wrong. That was during the FedCom Civil War that it had a Salama Truster Clyde trinary.
Hmm.
So yeah, that
I
was
was about to say. Like,
it was a little bit after. My bad. But yeah, it's the fourth Falcon Velites, which they don't really have much info on, unfortunately.
they do not, unfortunately. Because I'd been looking around too, because I was trying to get some information on it myself. But
They are in the Jade Falcon source book, according to the bibliography on Sarna.
let's see. As the fort does not appear in Field Manual Crusader clans, presumed to have been destroyed or disbanded as a result of the Refusal War. Okay, that I did know. That it was. That's right. It was the Velites were destroyed, but the Velites, I want to say, were second line, which is in some ways is even more dangerous. But because the premier frontline galaxies for Jade Falcons during this era were Gamma. I want to say Epsilon, and I mean definitely Delta. Those two, Gamma and Delta for sure. And I want to say Vow Zeta were second line galaxies. Even though it says that Vow Galaxy did kick some ass. So they might be frontline. The
It,
eight Falcon. Oh, eight
yeah,
Falcon regs. Okay, among the
there was,
leading
yeah.
units. Oh yeah, no, then they're frontline.
I was wondering if you could send me that link to. Very curious about that part of the.
It's on Sarna.
It's on Sarna. Yeah, Clan Jade Falcon Tumen. It has a whole page. Then it goes into detail about their designation system for their different unit structures, all of the galaxies and such as of 3051 or 3151.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Apparently,
Yep.
it was Vow Galaxy that attacked Somerset.
That's right. That's right.
94th Striker Cluster.
But then that's right. And then but then good old Nikolai Malthus and his Falcon's Claw Trinary were a detachment from Gamma Galaxy.
You mean the cartoon lied to us?
Yeah, the propaganda cartoon lied to us. Who would have thought?
That was honestly
How could it?
that was a great way to explain that away, to like just add it to the universe. It's like, yeah, this is a thing. It's real in universe. It's just propaganda.
Mm-hmm. No, they handled that well. I like to point to that as an example of, okay, this is a good way to do this, because it's not like a no, like no, that's not canon, sort of move
Yeah.
that feels really kind of grognarky. It's like, you know what, we're gonna make fun of this because yes, it was stupid, but we can make it make sense.
Okay, so For the time, it was actually pretty good visually. But I think they spent all of their money on the visuals and not so much on the writing.
Yeah, because if I remember right, it was one of the first animated shows to actually have 3D sections.
Yeah.
So that made it fucking visionary on that front.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should have tried to scoop some of the writers from Reboot. Because I think Reboot was airing at around the same time, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
And Reboot, while it was 100% 3D animation, it had way better writing.
Yeah.
And, as a point of pride, it was a Canadian show.
That it was.
That loved taking the piss out of Canadian censors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like naming the one maneuver after the censorship board or the ratings board or whatever it was, where he teleported through a window instead of breaking it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was a great show.
It was.
Yeah.
The ratings board was also why Dot had a mono boob in the early seasons.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh my god.
That's like,
I don't know if I don't think it actually made it to my neck of the woods. If it did, then it was at like really random times that I just would not have seen it.
honestly, I think, wasn't it, Nami that it aired?
Reboot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was on Toonami in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think that
I
would have been
That
the
explains it.
re-release, though.
Probably. Because it was that, Sailor
Yeah.
Moon, Dragon Ball Z,
Yep,
and
it was.
Shinji.
Okay, that explains it. I was not allowed to watch Toonami as a kid.
That's lame.
Yeah,
Tell me about
damn.
it.
That's
Tell me
okay.
about it.
As a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons because my mom thought that it would influence me into being like Bart Simpson. Yeah.
Ours kind of sidestepped The Simpsons just because of the material. But for the record, they loved it.
Oh yeah.
For
Same.
yeah, for my parents, it was South Park that made them kind of start keeping an eye on